He joins us with a story. Chuck?
Ron, for 30 years, Roland Gray has been living his own version of the golden rule. Do unto others before they do unto you. Gray pleaded guilty to cheating insurance companies and the government out of almost $500,000 while he was pastor of a church in Harvey. He reports to prison August 1st for a 4.5-year sentence. Tonight, Gray implicates God as his accomplice in a scheme that gives new meaning to the word prophet.
I let the Lord lead me, and this is the way he had instructed me.
Apparently, the missionary Baptist minister was instructed to fake 177 incidents in which cars crashed, ran off the road, collided with deer or pedestrians, and numerous slip and fall accidents in businesses and motels from Wisconsin to Alabama. Now, how do you think God views the insurance fraud that you were involved in?
Well, the same way I see that when Jesus and his disciples was in trouble with the Internal Revenue, and they were needing money.
He would go to someone who was having difficulties, financial difficulties, and say, well, do you want some help? Let me help you.
Federal prosecutors say Gray even roped in some of his parishioners here at his now defunct church in Harvey.
So he pays for car insurance, and then several months later, he asks for a ride from this man. And then he says, well, if you want to make some money, just back into a wall.
Well, you staged the accidents, didn't you?
No, I ain't staged no accident.
You didn't?
Never staged the accident. And whoever said that, Jesus said, agree quickly with your adversary, why is he yet in the way?
And even though he pleaded guilty to stealing insurance money, Reverend Gray is unrepentant and takes no responsibility for his actions. So God instructed you to steal this insurance money?
No, I ain't steal nothing.
You didn't steal the insurance money?
No, I paid premiums. I paid my premiums, and they had a right to pay.
Gray filed small claims with 45 different insurance companies, so it took a while for investigators to catch on. Authorities eventually found that Gray's brother, the Reverend Elijah, was also involved, along with other relatives and friends who have all pleaded guilty to faking injury claims.
Roland and Elijah have had so many x-rays that I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't glow in the dark.
Well, you actually slipped and fell all those times?
Yes.
You actually were involved in all those car wrecks?
I actually was.
You were?
Whatever was done.
Well, you must be the unluckiest guy on earth.
No, I'm not unlucky. I think I'm the luckiest guy because I'm yet alive.
Gray also enlisted Southside chiropractor Edwin McDonald to dummy up injury claim forms. Later, the doctor became a government informant, allowing a secret FBI camera in his office in exchange for a lighter sentence. Here are Roland Gray and his brother Elijah paying $60 to Dr. McDonald not to testify in front of a grand jury.
You're saying don't go. I'm saying that. Be sick. Yeah, you're sick. You're sick, and you hold to that.
Why'd you plead guilty to these crimes if you didn't do anything wrong?
You know what? Jesus said, written unto Caesar the things that are Caesar, and unto God the things that are God. So that's what I did.
Members of the Gray family fell off uneven mattresses and tripped over furniture. They once submitted 4 insurance claims for 4 different car accidents, all on the same day involving the same people. Then there was the time a brick came through their front window, injuring people who weren't even in town that day. As humorous as this all may seem, insurance fraud is not funny and results in higher premiums for all of us. If you know about insurance fraud, call the National Insurance Crime Bureau at 800-TEL-NICB, 800-835-6422.
So now I have time to study what Jesus said and meant by those things.
4.5 years. Yep. You get through both testaments, I think, in that thing.
Thanks, Chuck.
Thanks, Chuck. Well, it's no miracle. You still have to diet and exercise, but people who are overweight now have another medicine to help them lose